Hi, my name's Todd and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's called Long Dogs and Firewood Logs. So kind of explains a lot of the footage you're going to be seeing. We have 3 dachshunds, so that's the long dogs. And so we'll be taking some videos of what they do and how they act and all their antics. And then the other side is I do a lot of firewood. So we'll be watching some videos of trees getting cut down, cutting them up into pieces, splitting the wood. So my wife and I have grown up always having dogs around. So now we've settled on three wiener dogs, as we've gone through several dogs through our time together. And so now that you've met the dogs, a little bit more about us. I'm married and have 3 kids. They're all out of the house and out of school and working. And 3 wiener dogs, those are our kids now, and you've met them. And then we've got 2 grandchildren, actually 3 now. We just had a new addition to the grandchildren list. Sorry, forgot about him. He's so new. And so that's kind of our life. But yeah, having dogs has just always been a part of who we are. And so taking care of some of the special needs. Milo, when he first became paralyzed, we were talking to the University of Minnesota Veterinary Hospital. Our local vet had put us in touch with them. For him to have surgery, it was going to be an MRI, surgery costs, and then puppy physical therapy after that. We live just about an hour 15 from University of Minnesota vet clinic, where we live in central Minnesota, an hour from Minneapolis, St. Paul in general. But with all of that, for the surgery and everything, they said that it was about a 50% chance in his case that we would have success and he'd walk again. Cost was going to be $14,000. That's $14,000, and we just don't have that kind of money right now. So we ended up buying a really nice wheelchair cart for him and give him all the love and attention that he needs. Cooper came along next, and Cooper's a good boy. He came from a breeder friend of ours that we know, and he looks a lot like all of his brothers, sisters, and other siblings, litter mates, etc. They all come out with a very similar look from there, and he's the alpha of the 3. Even though Milo's a little older because of his handicap, Cooper's kind of stepped up and taken the lead role. Then it's been a little over a year and a half ago. We drove to Midwest Dachshund Rescue, and we picked up Norman. And Norman's a good guy. He was a stray, and he had really bad dental problems. The rescue, they took him to one of the vets in the Chicagoland area, and they're a dental vet. He had some abscesses, and the bone was really injured, infected, osteomyelitis, I believe it's called. And so anyway, the bone infection, they had to remove basically his whole chin. So he still has this part of his jaw and that part of his jaw, but no chin. And so you see a little black part hanging down. That's what used to be his lip way out here. Now it's kind of back here. So it looks like he has an overbite. And then his tongue, it's always hanging out. I hear that's the way it is with a lot of these dogs that have a lot of teeth removed. Norman has no teeth at all, none. He had 2 or 3 teeth left, and anyway, that was the end of that. So anyway, after he got through rescue and put on a lot of weight, back to his optimal weight, because he was very, very thin in the beginning. That's when we were able to adopt him. he has to be hand fed. We use Answers brand nibblers. I don't get any cut from them or anything for mentioning them. That's just who we use. They're little frozen nuggets, about the size of a silver dollar maybe. And the frozen nuggets, we thaw them out. So like tonight after he ate his supper, I put 3 nuggets into his little bowl, put the cover on, it goes in the fridge overnight. Then when he gets up tomorrow morning around 6 or 7, we'll cut those into smaller pieces. Each of those I think we cut into about 6 pieces. So they're all about the size of your fingernail. And then I hold them and boop, he takes them in his mouth and swallows it down. He has a lot of saliva, and so it goes down pretty easily for him. But he has to be hand fed for the rest of his life. And that was a part of the commitment we understood when we were going through the adoption process. Because we'd had Milo and we're dealing with a lot of his issues with bowel bladder stuff, we're used to being hands-on with some of our pups. So it was a pretty easy transition for us to just do the little hand feeding with Norman and pop those in his mouth. He does real well. He eats, he loves treats. He can drink out of a bowl like any other dog. He barks like any other dog. Actually, no, wiener dogs bark a lot more than any other dog. We always say, you know, if there's a fly going down the street, our dogs will see it and set off the alarm. We don't need a doorbell. If somebody goes down, we live on a cul-de-sac, so if they go down the street, boom, they're off. And they're talking about, you know, what's happening in the neighborhood. They love when the UPS man or FedEx come by. They figure that's Chewy arriving, and that means food for them. That's where we get some of their treats and Milo's puppy pads. And so that's a special day for them when they see the delivery. Amazon deliveries, they think it's all about Chewy. And so they think it's all about them. And oh, darn, they were a little put off because, oh, that was one of Mom's new things for one of her books or whatever. So. All right, I got the chain back on there. A couple of things while I was filling up the fuel tank on this. I'd heard once, if you fill your bar oil first and then your gas, you'll never run your saw dry on bar oil. Because if you fill the bar oil and get interrupted and lock it in, and you go to start the saw, you don't have much gas left and you won't run out. So that's one thing I've always done. I've always tried to fill bar oil first and then my fuel, because they always seem to come due about the same time. So that was just one thing. Trying to get the chain back on here. Freshly sharpened chain. There we go. Take the multi-tool. Tighten her up, a little righty-tighty. And then we'll snug it up a bit more once we get everything together. Could have got that cover a little cleaner, but oh well. It is what it is right now. It'll get dirty in a moment. Got a lot of projects going on right now. Besides the horse farm wood and trying to fill up my racks here in the wood yard, because I'm a little behind this year. And hope you like it. If you do, hit like, and then, you know, if you tend to like the video content that we're putting out, subscribe. We appreciate that, and that helps encourage us to keep doing more videos. Hopefully I can start getting videos out on a regular basis. I'm not quite sure what my timeline is going to be yet, because I do work a full-time job. I'm a salaried employee, and variable hours, mostly daytime, Monday through Friday, most of the time. So, you know, there's that, but I like doing things on the side and keep them busy. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the content that we bring to you. Bye now.